Hey, it's me, MLB. Here is Chance Ball Chapter 28, and this one is titled That Couple. Here is just a polite warning before we start. There is a scene in this chapter that I've had to skip quite heavily over, but as you all know, the completed book without any of the scenes being chopped out can be found on my Quirky Fanfics website. The link is free from my Patreon. Patreon is the same name as here, MLB224 Fanfics. Free to join to get to the website to read the scenes that have been taken out. If you dare. That I should add that in, if you dare. Okay, so without further ado, let's keep going on the chapter. Seeing me after an interview is one thing. Attacking me after an interview is another, you said, throwing yourself at him and punching him in the chest, your knuckles crunching into his toughened, melted skin behind his thin shirt. That hurt you more than me, he said with a smirk, when he saw you pull a face and shake your hand. Hey, listen, I just wanted to say sorry, you suddenly said, hanging your head bashfully. The hell? Sorry for everything. Some stuff I can't take responsibility for, but I'm sorry that you went through so much as a kid, and if this is a friggin' pity vote, you can shove it up your ass, he seethed loudly. I'm fine. I'm trying to be nice, asshole, you snapped, your angry eyes snapping up to his. No, you're not. You just want to make yourself feel better for making it look like you're comforting me, but all you're doing is more damage. Stop, he said bluntly. Screw you then, you huffed, pouting as you turned and walked off. Interview didn't go well then? He asked as he jogged up beside you. No, it sucked balls, you grumbled, kicking a rock that was in your path. Dabi grabbed your arm and forcefully swung you towards himself, bending his head down to yours and capturing your lips against his firm, purposeful kiss commanding you to obey, and you flung your arms up and around his neck and pulled your body against his to show your need. From nearby, an older couple watched in absolute confusion. Are they kissing now? The older lady warbled as she peered at the two of you from her frosted bifocal glasses. Tongue hockey, the old man replied. Weren't they just fighting a minute ago? Her shrill voice crackled. Yes, love, he replied. I don't understand the young people these days, she said with confusion and disdain. They don't know whether they're coming or going. Who's coming in, Goreng? The old man asked in surprise. No one's coming in, Mrs. Goreng. She died 4 years ago, the old lady replied, belting the man with her handbag. Get your mind back on the path to righteousness, amen, she mumbled. You heard the couple vaguely from behind Dabi, but all your attention was on him. You want to go somewhere quiet? He whispered lowly in your ear, as he broke from the kiss and slid his face past yours. Mm-hmm, he hummed, running your hands up through his spiky black hair. Come with me, then, he uttered as he let you go and took your hand, marching off the path and over towards some trees at the back of the park. We'll just pretend we're chilling over here, he added as he sat down and pulled you down on top of him. Yo, I don't mean to be a party pooper, but I want to have some... Well, that's your own fault for finding me so attractive, you teased sassily. Don't worry, I'll sort you out later, you added, making sure that he knew that he wasn't going to be left hanging. Yeah, that's that queen shit I'm talking about, he replied, winking at you as he helped you up and took your hand in his. Okay, let's get rid of this boner. Get you home. Very funny, you replied, with a smirk as he bent down and picked up your bag. Well, I, for one, feel much better. Yeah, you just needed to release, he replied. As long as I keep you happy, you'll be fine. Not necessarily. We've been through some stuff lately, like stressful stuff. Yeah, but we got each other, he said in a hushed voice, half of him happy that he had said it out loud, and the other half wishing he'd just kept it to himself. Aw, you whispered. That's cute. Shut up, it's not, he retorted. It's not like I'm totally in love and wouldn't change a thing. You blushed and smiled. Shut up, idiot. You've gone soft. Well, I have now, actually. No boner. I wasn't talking about your boner. Yeah, you were. You said gone soft. I was talking about you as a person. Stop trying to change subjects, you teased, elbowing him in the side. Well, the only thing I care about right now is you, he replied, grabbing you in a hug and picking you up off the ground as he screeched loudly. Hey, he added in a serious voice as he dropped you down on the ground again. What, doofus? I love you. Your heart leapt in your chest and you smiled bashfully at his sincerity. I love you too, he replied shyly. Okay, softy, let's go. Excuse me, how come I'm the soft one now? You sassed. I'm a cold-hearted biatch. No, you've friggin' melted ice cream in my hands, he teased. It's okay, your secret's safe with me. You snorted through your nose and shook your head, continuing on beside him as you headed to the bus stop. Margaret, I swear I heard that tree moan, the old man from earlier warbled. Eric, we're going to church this weekend, the old lady replied. You need a cleansing. I'll sneak into yours later tonight, you promised him, giving him a kiss on the lips as you skipped up your front steps and into your home. Yeah, okay. Text me. You know I will, you called back to him as you opened your front door and headed inside, giving him one last look before closing the door. Mum, I'm home, you called out. You could hear chatting coming from the kitchen and headed there curiously. As you walked in, you saw Mrs. Todoroki talking with your mum. Oh, hey, you said with surprise. What brings you here, Mrs. Todoroki? Hello, Yin. I just came to have a lovely chat with your mum, she said with a smile. Okay, you replied suspiciously, looking at your mum. Dabi's just heading home now. He came to get me after my interview. Oh, the interview! How was it? Your mum asked excitedly. Okay, I guess, you replied. Just have to wait and see now. Your mum and I have been talking about you and Dabi's plan to move out together, and I'm happy for it to go ahead, so good luck. I hope you get in. Thanks, Mrs. Todoroki, you replied with a soft smile. Please, call me Ray, Mrs. Todoroki said with a pleasant smile. Oh, damn, levelling up, you thought with an internal smirk. Thank you, Ray, you said with another smile. I also wanted to thank you again for sticking with Dabi. He's so much better now for having you in his life, she said tenderly. Oh, it's no problem. You can't help who you fall for, you said with a laugh. I'm meaning me, of course. I'm the idiot who fell for him. She laughed. Well, thank you, she said again, turning and smiling at your mum. Okay, well, I'm going to go now, so I'll see you again, I'm sure, you said as you backed out of the kitchen. Yes, bye, Yin. Bye, hun, your mum added. You kept the smile on your face till you were out of sight and then quickly pulled your phone out and texted Dabi. Your mum is here, you texted quickly. Quick, he texted. Come over. You dick. Okay, give me 5 minutes, you replied, setting the smirk face. Why is she there? He asked. How the hell am I supposed to know? He texted back. I just walked in and they were there. Were they getting it on? He asked. What the heck? For some reason I feel like saying only in the Hawks book, but I don't even know what that means. What the heck? He replied with the crying laughing emoji. There are a lot of what the hecks in this conversation, you typed. I put a lot of hecks in you, he sent back, adding the smiling purple demon emoji. Okay, I'm sneaking out. I'll be at yours soon. Keep your window open, you sent. You quickly shoved your phone into your pocket and set your bed up with pillows and then threw the covers over it to make you look like you were sleeping. Creeping to the window, you slid it open and jumped out, running for your back gate and sneaking through before running off down the street. It was only a few minutes later that Dabi heard you entering his backyard. He got up from his bed and slid the window open, leaning down on the sill and smirking down at you. Aren't you going to ask me to let my hair down? He asked sarcastically. Can you just hurry up and help me up? You asked with a pout. Come to the back door, Libero. Dabi teased condescendingly. No one's here but me, so you don't need to come up the window. Ass, you called back, poking your tongue out. You walked around and waited at the back door, listening for his footsteps as he approached. What's the password? Came Dabi's cheeky voice through the door. Dabi's a dick, you replied with a grin. Wrong. Dabi's an ass? What is this, kink confession time? He teased. Password's a poem. Violets are blue, roses are red. Drop to your knees and give me... I'll bite you if you don't open up, you threatened. No, he said quickly. Come here, I want to cuddle. Cuddle? Yeah. You're so soft, you bloody sundari. More like a kuderi. Dabi replied as he wrapped his arms around you once you'd caved and crawled up to give him a hug. You even know what the types are, you weeb, you teased. I also did a test to see what fruit I am. He added, turns out I'm a pineapple. You have a lot of time on your hands, you commented, snuggling into him and giving him a kiss on his gnarly scarred cheek. I'll have even less time when we move in together, he replied, tilting his head and idly kissing your forehead. Oh man, I hope I get in, you moaned sadly. It would suck if you got in and I didn't. I'd stand at the Nekoma gates each afternoon and tease you that you didn't get in, he replied in a seemingly dead serious tone. I don't even doubt that you'd do that, you said with a laugh. I would also kick you in the balls if you did. And I don't doubt that you'd do that either, he replied with a smirk. When do you find out if you got in? I don't know, next week, you mused. Don't worry, you'll be the first to know. Who else would you tell apart from me? I'm the only one that matters. Oh, I'd totally tell your ego first because that's the friggin' biggest thing in this room, you said as you kneed him inside, making him grunt. He chuckled. You know you love me, he replied, kissing your forehead again. Dick, you chuckled, snuggling into him more and breathing in his scent. It wasn't long before you had drifted off to sleep, Dabi's arm around you as he rested your head on his chest. It was much later that night that you woke suddenly, immediately remembering that you weren't in your room. Oh crap, you hissed as you sat up abruptly. I need to get back home. You are home, Dabi rasped sleepily as he tightened his hold on you. That's sweet, but no, I have to go, you grunted, trying to pull away. Don't stay away too long, Dabi mumbled as he slowly lost his grip on you and flopped face first back onto the pillow. I'll be back, you said, imitating the Terminator voice. I've changed my mind, he mumbled into the pillow, smothering his smirk. Oh, pff, you uncultured swine, you grumbled playfully, smacking his bare ass. I'll text you when I get home. He mumbled, not even looking up at you as you grabbed your clothes, put them back on, and then snuck out. You made it back home okay and texted him to let him know that you'd gotten home in one piece. Nothing was said by your parents the next day, so you assumed that they hadn't noticed that you ducked out yesterday, luckily. It was 4 days later that you came home to your mum smiling from ear to ear, grinning at you with suspicious happiness. What? You asked dubiously. Oh, nothing, she said in a little sing-song voice. You're acting weird, you said bluntly. Honey, what would you like for dinner? Anything, you choose, she said gallantly. Mom, what's going on? You pressed, getting more and more concerned by her happiness. I'll tell you over dinner, she said with a grin. You hummed nervously. You told her what you would like for dinner and then escaped to your room to text Dabi. Hey, Mum's acting weird, you sent. On a scale of me to Tendo from Shiratorizawa, how weird is she acting? He replied, No, it should be the other way around. He's the normal one, you're weird. Rude, he sent back. Anyway, what's she doing? She's being really happy. Seriously, that's super sus. If you can't tell, I'm being sarcastic. He texted, No, but like she's got this really creepy smile on her face. Like this, he sent, adding a picture of himself smiling creepily but still managing to look hot. Yeah, but you still look hot. I look hot no matter what, he sent back, adding the smirk face. Okay, narcissist, go love yourself and I'll text you later. Mum said she'd tell me why she was happy during dinner. Good luck, he texted. Thanks, you sent, adding a red heart. And there ends chapter 28. Stay tuned for chapter 29 coming tomorrow. I'll see you then.